The livestock and aqua animals lives pardon ceremony was held at Suwanabhum ground in Phuket City on Sunday. It was presided over by Phuket Governor Pritcha Ranjan. 10 cattle were pardoned for their lives, while over 110,000 live fishes and baby prawn were released into water. The activity was in tribute to His Majesty the King's birthday on December the 5th. The event was very well attended by local residents, adults and young people. Tourism starts recovery as the first flights after Suwanabhum Airport reopened for service departed from Phuket Airport Tuesday afternoon. Thai Airways International Flight TG2109 was the first flight heading to Suwanabhum Airport in Bangkok after it reopened for service, taking off from Phuket International Airport at 12:35 p.m. on Wednesday, carrying 370 passengers. This brought relief to stranded passengers, both Thai and foreigners. Phuket Governor Pritcha Ranjan was there to see passengers off and said the authority will work closely with the tourism sector to organize more tourist activities to restore tourist confidence and attract them back. Thai Airways International Office Manager in Phuket, Chantas Siri Nirana, said the airline is trying to release passengers from Phuket to Suwanabhum, but still has problems with flights from Suwanabhum to Phuket. He, however, pointed out that during the crisis, the Phuket airport can provide direct flights for around 2,000 passengers per day. TG also provided direct flights from Phuket to Frankfurt on a temporary basis. That means Phuket can be a second aviation hub for the country after Bangkok. The Phuket Airport Manager Wichan Nunlop emphasizes on safety as a priority, so it may take time for Bangkok airports to fully operate. He still advises passengers to check with the airline before heading for the airports. Meanwhile, Phuket Tourist Association President said it will take time to restore tourist confidence despite the end of Bangkok airport closures. Phuket Tourist Association President Sombrun Jurayut welcomed the end of PAD's two main airport blockages on Wednesday, but anticipated that tourists will not fly in straight away. He stressed that from now on, the Tourism Authority of Thailand, private sector, and Thai Airways International must work together to draw foreign visitors back to the country. He pointed out that it may take less time for Phuket to recover as it has direct flights from overseas. On the employment side, Mr. Anuchan Satin, the Provincial Social Welfare and Protection Chief, confirmed that there is no report of layoffs from hotels or tourism businesses in Phuket, but they still need to see the long-term effect. He said most employers would use holiday additions instead of laying off staff. Still relating to tourism, the Phuket Carnival at Patong 2008 event is scheduled to be held during December the 15th to the 20th to welcome tourists back to the region. The Office of Patong Municipality is organizing a festival to mark the tourist season and welcome visitors to the island under the event called Phuket Carnival at Patong 2008. The festival to be held along Patong Beach features many fun-filled and interesting activities, including mountain bike races, beach games, underwater garbage collection competition, long-tail boat races, fancy parades, and community products. Phuket Vice Governor Warport Watisrima reaffirms visitors and participants of Phuket's readiness and safety. The opening ceremony of the festival will take place on December the 15th with spectacular cultural processions along the beach road and many stage performances. Long-tail boat races were held at Cape Panwa. Local residents and government officials participated in long-tail boat races held by Wichita Municipality on Sunday. The event aimed at having locals get together, encouraging unity and promoting old local lifestyle among young people. It took place at a bay near the Phuket Aquarium. Races were divided into 3 categories and were very well attended by local residents and officials, plus the Royal Thai Navy officers. The second racing sailing day of the Kings Cup Regatta saw less winds and new leaders. Wednesday was the second day of races in the 22nd Kings Cup Regatta. Racing started in around 14 knots of breeze compared to 20 on Tuesday. Eased a bit in the middle of the day and built again for a good finish to the day. In the top racing class, Quantum Racing, skippered by Ray Roberts of Australia, recovered from last on the first day to capture 2 first places and a 3rd place yesterday, to end up first overall in the series of 5 days of races. Jalik, skippered by Frank Pong of Hong Kong, was joined 2nd overall, with Hi-Fi, skippered by Neil Pride, also of Hong Kong, both just 1 point behind. In IRC 2 class, the Royal Thai Navy 2 yacht, skippered by Pontap Sukadom, had 3 first places already, so it is clearly ahead in the series by 7 points from Die Hard in 2nd place, and the Royal Thai Navy won in 3rd place, 3 points further back. In IRC Class 1, Class Ichiban, skippered by Matt Allen of Australia, also had 3 first places already and leads by 3 points over Sailplane and Katsu. Racing continues in 11 classes every day until Saturday. Vietnam's soccer team arrived in Phuket for the Suzuki Football Asian Cup 2008 tournament, while the authority called a meeting to check on final preparations to host the game. Vietnam's soccer team and their staff coaches were the first team to arrive in Phuket to take part in the Suzuki Football Asian Cup 2008 tournament during December the 6th to the 8th. They were greeted at the airport on Tuesday night by Phuket Governor Precha Rangjan and the Provincial Chamber of Commerce President Iam Savon Wong. The team may run training today to get used to the weather. The Vietnamese team is scheduled to play Thailand for the first match on December the 6th at Surakhon Stadium. The game starts at 5 p.m. The Thai and Lao teams are due to arrive in Phuket today, Thursday. The governor stated that Surakhon Stadium just needs a final touch of improvement for the pitch and that it will be ready to host the games. The Suzuki Football Asian Cup 2008 tournament was initially planned to take place in Bangkok, but in the wake of airport closures, they were relocated to Phuket. Now, some good news. Phuket Rugby Tens and the Asia Center Foundation won the coveted International Rugby Board Spirit of Rugby Award 2008. Patrick Cotter, organizer of the annual Phuket International Rugby Tens, held at Caron each May, informed them of the news about this great news with these photos taken at the International Rugby Board, or IRB Awards dinner held at the Old Billingsgate in London on November the 23rd. Patrick, on behalf of the tournament hosts Phuket Vagabonds Rugby Club, and Rolene Muller, on behalf of the Asian Center Foundation, were awarded the IRB Spirit of Rugby Award for 2008. And for the support they have been given to the Orphan Scholarship Fund run by the Asia Center Foundation. And finally, some sad local news. A dugong was found dead and brought to Phuket Marine Biological Center. Marine biologists from the Phuket Marine Biological Center at Cape Panwa brought in the dead body of a female dugong for autopsy to identify the cause of her death. The dugong, aged about 5 years old, was 167 kilograms in weight and 187 centimeters long. No bad wounds were found on her body. Villagers spotted her on Shillong Bay Beach on Tuesday morning and notified the marine biologist, who believed that she was hit by a boat or a fishing tool.